Hello, welcome to Working Dragon Mystic, where we discuss real, metaphysical, and occult knowledge so that you can manifest real and tangible results in your life. This week, we're going to be discussing magical paths, how to know which one's right for you, and how do you pick one. So stay tuned. Okay, so as many of you know, a good chunk of the videos here on this channel at Working Dragon Mystic are inspired by you, the viewers. And I have been getting this question a lot. How do I know what magical path is right for me? How do I know what path calls to me? How do I know what path I should walk? And man, I have heard this question so many times over the years. And honestly, I blame all the old timers, including myself. I really do. I think a lot of us have used terminology to a point where it makes sense to us. We're hearing it, but it doesn't make sense to the people we're talking to, and we're confusing them, people. We are confusing them. At least that's my 2 cents on it. So let's touch on this and let's figure this out. Now, first off, when you ask this question, what is a magical path? A magical path is anyone's practice that they follow in developing themselves, their craft, and they're reaching their goals and where they want to go. That is literally what a magical path is. So how do you know which one's right for you? Because everyone talks about these. We talk about them all the time. Many of you know I practice Norse magic. Many of you know I practice dragon magic, which is, well, quite frankly, that's what this channel is all about, and I think the dragons are why everyone comes here to see me ramble and talk. That said, however, I don't think anyone actually touches on how you find a magical path. And when they do, they really complicate it. They're talking about go meditate on it, go find where you're drawn to, go seek a tarot reader, have them pull cards, or do readings for yourself. No. Okay. Let's clear some fog, let's clear some smoke, and let's just be straight up. It's not that complicated, and that's what's confusing people. And all you old timers that's like me, and some of y'all who even I call my elders, and one of you I'll be seeing for dinner later. Y'all know that. Your path is whatever you make it. When I tell someone when they're seeking their magical path, they always ask me, how do I know what's right? Read, study, try it, taste it. Find out. That's how you find your path. You don't sit down on the floor and meditate about it. I mean, sure, that can give you a starting point. If you meditate and you think you're drawn to dragons for some reason, give dragon magic a try. You might like it. You might not, honestly. Dragons may be your favorite mythical creature on the planet and you not like dragon magic. That's absolutely possible. But then you may wander over and find out like draconian magic. Oh, well, now that's your cup of tea. You may find out basic elemental magic. You really like that. You may find out ceremonial magic is something you like. You may find out more basic witchcraft style candles and herbs is more up your speed, or just kitchen witchery. Or, and this is highly, highly more likely, a little bit of all of them. So many people are so worried about locking themselves into a path and then not being able to do anything else. You're never locked in, people. And anyone tells you if you step onto a path you can never get off it and try other things or mix other things with it, just turn around and walk away from them. Don't listen. You can try other things. You can pause one thing and go to another and continue to learn. You can always try new things and you can always learn. And what your individual path is, what your path and the right path for you is the path you walk in bettering yourself. You will make mistakes. You will try things that you don't like. You'll find out that wasn't my cup of tea. And that's perfectly fine. That is okay. That's part of the process. That's part of the exploration. You may come to this channel. You may like a lot of my videos, and you may find one that you think's a real stinker. That's cool. You may disagree with me on a lot of things. That's cool too. That's one of the beautiful things. But, okay, so you're walking that path. You're trying all these things. And then you may ask yourself, well, I enjoy just trying things. So how do I know if one thing is better for me than another? Honestly, that comes down to what is working for you. And that's why I put so much emphasis on results. If you're using magic, if you're doing a magical practice, whether it's for health issues, whether you're trying to increase prosperity in your life, if you're using a magical practice and you're trying a system of magic and you're pursuing a specific path or something at that time and you're getting really great results, hey, add that to your personal practice. Make sure you're keeping notes on that. Make sure you know this is something I like. This is something that's yielding results. Now, if you find one that you like the aesthetic of it, you like the ideal of it, but it's not yielding the results you want, this is one that you should evaluate. You should actually take the time and think about this one. Because there are people who will continue to follow that because they like the aesthetic. There's something about it that makes them happy. It does bring them a kind of joy. But when it comes to situations where they need to yield a magical result and they know this, they might not rely on that. They might not rely on that. And that's perfectly okay. The big takeaway here is it is your path. Try different things. Try them. That's one of the reasons, and you'll notice in the links below this video, I recommend Christopher Pencak's books, his series, The Temple of Witchcraft. He covers so many different types of magic and traditions in those 4 books that honestly you could replace most practitioners' libraries with those 4 books because he gives you a good summary of them all. And if you work through those books, he also gives you a really good skill set and an understanding of many of the different types of magic. And he even touches on shamanism and high magic or ceremonial magic. So you get a great example and a great first introduction and taste to the buffet that is magic. And believe me, it is an ever-growing, ever-expansive, infinite buffet. And by all means, you should sample your way all the way through it. And when you find the one that just clicks and you know it in your heart of hearts that this is what I want to do, walk that road. Walk it. Walk it as far as you can. Here's a secret though. As we grow, as we change, you may find that that path feels a little dull at times. That's okay. You got that path, start sampling other things because you're going to find that next thing that clicks. It's exciting, it rejuvenates you, it pushes you forward more. That's what I did with Dragon Magic and Norse Magic. Those two came at different times and just clicked. And they've allowed me to create a path now where I alternate between these two and even mix them that constantly pushes me forward, drives me to better myself, drives me to better self-mastery, drives me to just be a better person and magician altogether while yielding the results I want and seek to live the life I want. And they also give me the ability to go off that path and research other things to continue to learn, to continue to grow, and to continue to add to the overall practice that is Drake Valentine's path. And I would encourage you to do exactly that. So don't get overly caught up into what path is right for you. That's distracting you from actually just starting to do the work and try and sample those things. And if you're having trouble just getting the information, check out Christopher Pencak's books. They're amazing. Even if you don't work through them, they're worth the read. They really, really are. I'm grateful for that series of books. He really did help sum up a lot of things, and he clarified it and explained it in a way that honestly, I probably had 20 or 30 books on my bookshelf that he truly just made the information click. It made more sense. He did a great job with those books. So Christopher Pencak, if by some random and extremely unlikely chance you see this, thanks mate, I highly appreciate it. Actually, bugs up to you. Okay, Now, so yeah, get out there, try things out, get those experiences, because you have to carve your own path. You are the trailblazer here. Just start doing it, start sampling, you will find it, and you will find what clicks and works for you. It can be a lot of work, but that work can also be a lot of fun, believe me. Okay? I'm Drake, and this has been Working Dragon Mystic, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.